way where we go one way and that's west. I was thinking of Dave Grohling, but we'll leave the floating bed to a degree. We're gonna Dave Grohl it a little bit. Alright. This is done on a phone. You'll hear clawing and scratching noises if I have to make certain maneuvers. And if I have to make certain maneuvers in which I have. And this thing is acting jerky again. So, if I have to make certain maneuvers in which I have to hold the phone a certain way, sound could be muffled, scratching, clawing sounds. Right now I'm in a restaurant waiting for an order, and that's probably the only extra you're going to see before washer-dryer phase. So we had a rough go of it last time where, because I have to have the volume low because you'll be deafened if I don't, which means I can't hear everything. Creeper snuck up and blew up and didn't know till dead. Nice start though. So I'm just waiting for a food order and that'll be it. And we can run. And we can run the player. And can we run? Let's try that.
Happy Easter. Enjoy your feast.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Here we go. All right. Oh, mountains, not what I wanted to see. Everything good had to come to an end. And we're stuck with mountains. Can we staircase anywhere around here? A little bit. Grab some dirt while we did it. Alright. Break. Again, you can never tell if it's loud or not, because the same volume setting yields different results. It's funny how that works. Alright. Alrighty. And we can break. Alright. Alright, that was a butcher jump. And we can move. Actually go this way because is that the shake machine? Whatever that is, it sounds like it needs help. Oh, big drop. More speed. So this is probably the only thing you'll see before washer-dryer phase. But we're gonna get a good bit of a jump start. and not moving. Funny how boats work sometimes. Once again, surrounded by no way out. And we're drifting. We don't need to be drifting. How about this way, the way I'm pointing? Not the time to drift. Still a lot of way. Alright, that was halfway decent. Although, it'd be nice to have fewer mountains. So we can move and do things. So this is the episode where we should cross the 3,600 kilometer mark. Yep. And meals here. Yep. And that'll be it. It's washer dryer phase. So, of course, the perfect time is when the sun's going down. Okay, you know what? My food was ready, so. And we stopped moving. Funny how I did not press anything that would make the player stop moving, or drift away from anything that would make the player stop moving. Just does it. Looking to hit 3,600 kilometers today. At the end of this, and I am not exactly energetic right now. It is a late day. I mean, and we can break the block when we're pressing the break the block button. Mountains again. It seems now every time we make great progress, we wind up taking major steps backwards. Okay, this, sleep. Or we can not jump every 2 seconds, that would be even better. Might have been a tiny patch. There could be more. I'm going for the valley, but we don't know if that's going to mean anything or not. And move the player. We can move the player. I like the move the player option. I like the move the player option. Of course, there's nothing allowing us to move faster, so we... And move the player. Or... Well, at least you're breaking the blocks that I'm looking for. Seriously, can we just move the player forward? Break the block. Okay, we can move the... Yeah, we don't want to drift. We want to move the player in the direction we're pointing. I just want to move the player. Okay, move the player. Break. Okay, we want to move the player. We want to move the player. I like to move the player. Can we do that? We're drifting. Why are we drifting? We don't need drifting. We need player movement. In the direction I'm pointing in. Do we finally have a... boy. No, I didn't jump there. I'm not jumping there. Can't hit the points I want. This stupid auto jump sucks. But I can't really control this game without it. Whereas on the computer, auto jump is a horrible thing. Finally, we get to move the player. I like it when the player gets to move. But of course, that was asking an awful lot, wasn't it? And there's no frickin' way around. There's no way around. There's no... We can move the player. We're not going to run in the if I'm pointing in that direction, so. Alright, can we have some terrain that cooperates now? Yep, eat the food. Perhaps the eat the food button means eat the food. Run the player. Perhaps when I press the run the player, it should run the player. Alright, I'm going to have to be surprised and say that actually went pretty well. And we can move the player. We're not running the player. That means you're not doing your job again. Can we just get a job done? That works. Oh, so close. Alright, let's just concentrate on getting to the top of this little peak. Run. Even though we're going to have to ultimately slow down again. How about run the player? That'd be something we'd like. Well, we had that one instance where we had a couple of icy lakes in which we were able to move and make some progress while waiting for my... Okay, we can move the player. This is old and boring. I'm tired of this not doing anything. Finally, again, some halfway decent movement. Alright, so boat here, pressing the boat button. Bed, bed, bed. And I'll just, kind of wasting a little bit, but alright, we need the sleep. Oh, that's got a touch here. And sleep. Although sometimes it doesn't necessarily require that, but And again, while we're at it, let's put a bed in that spot there. Turn the boat. Turn the boat. Turn the boat. A little too much, but actually kind of going the wrong way. In fact, we can steer the boat over this way, and where the lake continues into the river. Or so it looked like it did, but it doesn't. Alright, we'll take this flatter off point here. The flatter exit. Alright, that was interesting. For a minute I thought I might have seen a village. It would be a little too good to be true. Because we're in this village drought now. Place the boat. We're placing the boat. There we go. Just gotta press it 67 times and it will do it. They're going a little off the northern southern path for the sake of moving a little faster, and it seems to be working. At least it's something to look at while we're boating. Alright, now, what would be nice is when I want to head back towards the equator is we don't have to keep seeing mountains form in that point. Very heavy jungle ruin. Funny, we've seen a woodland mansion before we ever saw one of these. Of course, woodland mansions, most shipwrecks, and I do want to emphasize most, and a large percentage of them, are ignored. This is why we go here. Then why go through the whole puzzle when we can just do this? Grab this and put the junk in here. Alright, if we can get 2 more pieces of gold somewhere, then we can make another golden apple. Right now we kind of have to sparingly, practically last resort lifeline. Yeah, that can be disregarded. Mangrove. Kind of a pain in the butt to go through, but it's a doable one. Unfortunately, they did not program the creatures of the night spawning in half-light situations, which is how the original lighting code worked. There's 16 levels of brightness. The upper 8 is too bright for monsters to spawn in. Levels 0 through 7 were dark enough monsters could spawn. They changed the lighting rules because of the Caves and Cliffs update, that lighting has to be 0 for things to spawn. So if there's any light level at all, monsters can't spawn. Exception still being the roofed forest. And how about in the direction I'm pointing? That, if it's still half brightness, then they can still spawn in. It's a mechanic, thankfully, is not in the... Okay, can we stop jumping like an idiot and move the player? You know what, we need to move the player. Player movement. I like that 100% better. It's, as you can tell, it's getting extremely annoying to try to get the player to move. Oh, the 4 million and change mark. Oh, I'm looking forward to how fun it is to move in that. That's why we're trying to keep the north-south orientation nearest, okay, over here where I'm pointing, as close to 0 as one can keep it. Okay, can we stop drifting and move the player in the direction I'm actually pointing it in? I like that answer way better. I like how I ran and nothing happened. Beautiful. Alright, can we run the player? Can we run the player? Am I something you cannot hear? Do you not understand? Move. I press the move button. Move happens. It's a silly idea, but we should try it. It gets very old and very annoying. Trying to get somewhere. Be nice if it could be allowed. Alright, when's the magic point? Gotta be close. I think I see the sun behind the trees. There it is. Alright, why are we not moving the player? Alright, boat. Boat. Put boat in water when boat in water is commanded. Of course, mountains, because no other answer is possible. Place. Wait a minute, is there a way around? Or at least slightly better? Turning. Alright, we can now move the player. And somehow we activated the menu. I don't know where it's going to land because I just can't trust this thing. Alright, let's grab some experience here. And some coal. Yep, coal. Alright, can we move? I like moving. 100% better answer. Drop there. Pretty decent run there. No village there. Place the boat. Yeah, it only took twice this time. Alright, we're starting to get to a point where we need to see some villages. Feast or famine. They're either a dime a dozen or there's nothing for miles. And miles. And miles. Which in kilometers is about 40% more of those. And can we just make the jumps? Did there. Food. Alright. Enter the boat and eat. That's 2 for the price of 1. I do not have a problem with that. Especially something beneficial like that. And we're not moving. Really? That kind of defeated the purpose. Pressing buttons. See, I'm not sure if this is continuous, which is why I didn't take out the boat. Alright, good choice to put it in the boat. The water. I can't talk. I probably am dying. I don't know. So, boat there. Ooh, that works. I see roof forest, speaking of the biome where monsters can still spawn at half-life level or less. Then again, it could have been these bigger, thicker pine trees, or spruce, actually, is what they are called. So I didn't want to chance it. Going a bit farther south just for the sake of moving. Alright, so I'm planning on docking on the tip of this little bit of land over here. Alright, we're actually good enough now. Drop that. And I like to see what I'm looking at, just in case anything on the right-hand side is of value. So I'd like to see it. So is this an island or landland? Alright, it's starting to sprawl on the left, so we'll go to the right. That tree floats in the ocean. That's the realism of Minecraft. And it sounds like we have finished. So let's just see where this goes. Alright, we made it past the 3590 kilometer mark. Okay, it looks like it turns into probably more ocean. So what we're going to do is we are going to actually just stop it right here and continue during dryer phase. See you then. And we're back. I left it this way to show you that it does not point me in the direction that I'm facing when I'm in a boat. I think it seems to like to point me south, even though I'm pointing west. Well, being that our goal is a little less than 10,000 blocks away, needless to say, we're going to make that the 3600. 3610 will be a bonus. Let's see how close we can get to that. Let's also see if we can find villages, so we can actually get beds and get some food. Starting to get just somewhat close to the point that we're going to have to stay on land as much as possible, kill sheep, and make our beds. Not exciting, but at least we're getting somewhere. Villages, of course, as I've said before, would be a nice thing to have. Alright, we're getting landlocked. Fortunately, I see a very small portion of this roof forest is actually roofed, so a little easier to get around. Of course, I chose the worst possible place because that's how it always works. And we can move the player. We can move the player. Nope, I did not ask to turn right. I asked for you to drift in... Not drift. Nope, I don't want drift. Drift is not working. Need to be moving in the direction pointed in. I'm not going to the right. I'm going forward. Forward is what we want. When my finger drifts off and it starts drifting, that's a different story. Like that time I hit the jump button and nothing happened, but yeah, I looked and I actually wasn't hitting the button, so yeah, I can't say that the game was ignoring my input to jump, because you kind of have to hit the input to jump. Alright, how about moving the player instead of bouncing up and down? Player movement is 100% better. How about let's keep the player moving? Alright, let's try keep the player moving. Alright, move. I'm moving. Let's try that. Nope, not that way. Move this way. Yeah, okay, right here. this here. Okay, we're getting a little low on beds here. I could have jumped over it in the time I did that. Oh, extra block. Extra dirt block to pillar up with. That was okay. I was gonna say that wasn't too bad, then that happened. We got a riverbed right here. Let's... Of course, now that I want to use it, it winds up kinda not being useful. Well, it might be actually, but let's just entertain the thought. How about move the player? Oh, I'd love to see some villages. Should have went for the water. If it ends, then we'll just... Looks like you... Actually, we got decisions here. Alright, that is blocked. This is not blocked. Oh, okay, we found a way. Alright, I thought we were just making a giant loop to nothing. This is kind of ending. It looks like it's a little easier on this side. And run. It looks like it's going to end rather quickly. Oh, we might get a halfway decent charge out of this. We had to hit the divot, and also, and of course, if it ain't mountains, it's roof forests. Cause yeah, because that's exactly what we wanted. Okay, now we can move the player. Right, we can. Player needs to be moving. This is not a biome to sit around in. Directional button means move. This way. How about less drifting and more hitting the direction we're going? We like those. We like that a lot better. Alright, we skipped a decent chunk. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna run. Okay, we can move. I didn't stop pressing any move buttons. I don't know what's worse. And we're not moving for some reason. Even though I have literally not moved my finger off the move the player button at all. You know, what helps is the ability to move the player. And the player keeps moving. I didn't stop the button. And we're drifting. Alright. Again, this time I could say I was at fault for the drift. I saw that my finger was slightly towards the diagonal buttons. Yeah, this time the dryer's running. I'm not turning on the dehumidifier because relative humidity is, they say you want to have it around 30-35%. That's not a thing in New England. I mean, if you have a massive heat source like a pellet stove, it's possible. But Because I literally cannot get it manually under 50%, and it rarely ever goes under that from there. So I'm letting it climb a little bit so that I already don't remember, even though I've looked at the temperatures for tomorrow. It's supposed to be relatively warm. So bump up the relative humidity, the lowest possible temperature. It's the second time it glitched weird like that. Alright, we need a village, and no, we don't need 2 beds. And that can go over here. And of course, because we were kind of facing north-south, that's why the sleeping animation appeared nice and glass smooth. Again, I'd like to kind of see if anything pops up on the right, if it does. The sword might block a view of, say, a village or a temple up here. We could use villages now. Opening? Is there a breakthrough? No, there isn't. Did we lose our boat? Looks like we lost the boat. Alright, it was smart enough to realize what one... It was smart enough to realize which wood to use. And this goes here. And we got another portal over here. Okay, it's barely visible and wasn't even worth it. Less than 5,000 for the minimum goal. At least a couple more sleeps. I see the oak wood up there, but it's up there. Counterintuitive to the idea of getting where we're going as fast as possible. Oak being that's the type of plank we got remaining. And 4 of those in village. And I see a smithy on the hill. Could that be a good thing? Hello, farmer. Let's actually check what we got here. Yeah. Alright, thank you, farmer. We can move the player. We can move the player. I like it when the player moves. I don't think there's beds in here. Yeah, this one's kind of pointless. whoa, whoa! I almost Dave Grohled into lava. That would have been bad. Speaking of bad, okay. Not the best. How about this way, and then this way, and then, just to play it safe, we'll close the door. How are we on beds now? We're one extra. In fact, let's do a little bit of a palette swap of making things slightly more interesting. There we go. Rectified the whole bed scenario. Then we abandoned the boat. Good job. Well, we went this far, so we need oak wood. Kind of need some lumber, especially after inadvertently ditching a boat. But yeah, we rarely ever need wood outside of dyeing, which I'm good at doing. Should give us exactly 64, but we're going to be using some of that. We're losing a bit of time because stupid me. Anyway. Pressing the button. Now we're resituated again. The old standby oak boat. Look at what we got here. It's time for speedboating. Maybe no. And we can move the player. And we can grab the boat. Player. How about move the player? And since I saw that this is bridged, didn't bother putting the boat in. So I could actually see that it was. And it's bridged by snow, so there's no point of putting it in again. Oh, go, go, go. That reminds me, yep. This is a boat. Bad news bears if we, that's not good either. How about sword? Alright, good enough. Turn that into a chest boat. That way, if we waltz right by a polar bear, it cannot board the boat. Smart thinking if you think about it. we get enough of those, we'll just pillar up one here. Okay, how about move? Okay, move the player. Oh, here we go. Thought I saw a village. And a useless building. Another useless building. Okay, these are always useful. Move the player. You can move the player. I like it when player moves. There, just borrow your bed for a day and continue on with your life. Yeah, I didn't see too much there. Might be going way off, way south here, but we're gonna see what we get here. Is that a wholly entire different village? Looks like it is. I see a couple of buildings that could be somewhat useful. And I say somewhat. Okay, move. Alright, I don't really see anything more useful here. And Dave, roll down. Turn. Yeah, okay. Another Dave Grohl there. A broken portal over there. And get close enough to the chest without leaving the boat. Oh yeah. Help, right there. of the player. So close. Okay, how about up? There we go. Insert box. Help. Okay, how about in the direction I'm pointing? That's 100% better answer. And how about in the direction we're pointing? I'd like to see where I'm going. That'd be good. Alright, we got enough. We can just do this. Okay, yep. I would rather that little itty bitty drop than that big drop. See, at least the climb, we get a little bit of progress out of it. What I don't like is it's a sheer drop. Somehow managed to get out of the water facing north-south. Alright, we're just 500 counts away from reaching our minimal goal. Although I think at least getting halfway to 3610 be the ultimate, because .5 hours with 3 hours or so back, then run. So swim happens. And 3,600 kilometer mark. Now to check the dryer time, see where it stands, and again, it's at that kind of time that I'm not sure if squeeze in a little extra or not. Close enough, of course. Alright, so not what I wanted, of course. Exactly back the boats out. Okay, that doesn't... Oh, I can't move it. Yeah, the chest is in the wrong position. But not the chest. The crafting bench is in the wrong position. Not terribly important at this point in time. dead end. No way out. Okay, how about less jumping, more moving? How about a little more moving? Okay, this is where positions come in handy. Oh, board it. I was going to swim it, but yeah, not what you do in a boat. Got a mushroom island. We can use this to stretch our distance and how far we can go with our bedstock. Especially being that the sun is setting. So that's what we're gonna do. Plus we're gonna get surrounded by it anyway, so what's it gonna hurt? And for those of you that don't play the game, which I know some of you who watch this don't, and may not know this, but outside of any lush caves that are buried within this mushroom biome, it has the magic ability of no monsters spawning at any point at any light level. It can be completely pitch dark, and monsters will not spawn. The only exception, since caves and cliffs, is if a lush biome happens to pop up within one of these biomes, and this wasn't very long. And we're not moving. I can place a boat down. Not terribly worried about putting any torches in the water. On the land. Board the boat. Line ourselves up and boat the boat. Again, checking the dryer time. So let's just check the dryer time again. So 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, 4 more sleeps. And I was too busy looking at the dryer time, not noticing directly underneath us, and we are okay. See, this is why I like to line myself up, because it seemed weird that I was not going in the direction I was pointing in, and yeah, okay. Wait till we get to land to put a bed in the bed slot. So 4 more sleeps, and it's all good. In fact, the dryer might stop just a little before we're done. So 4 more sleeps. Yeah, we're probably not going to make it to 3610. It's a rare moment that I'm not using the dehumidifier to dehumidify, so that I can get the maximum temperature in the basement. I mean, the minimum temperature in the basement a little higher. Almost a third of the way towards 3610, but like I said, I ain't gonna make it. Makes 3630 for the next episode more possible. I'll go this way. A little longer, but I was gonna say, is there a staircase here? That'd be nice. Again. It helps. The only thing that's going to actually make it possible, and it's a very outside shot, is if we get a long ice river that heads the right way, an ice ocean, with minimal interference with the icebergs. Or relatively clear, well, yeah, those are the same thing. Relatively clear, which is the ocean minus most of the icebergs. Or giant lakes, which at least helpful, but still can do some put a significant dent in how much time is left. Alright, here's Sleep 1 coming up. And we can move the player. I think it's Sleep 1. Did I already lose count? Yeah, and we didn't stop moving. So why did the player stop moving? My finger was on the move button and it just simply stopped. Yep, move. Didn't stop moving. Okay, that was an alright move there. Alright, we can actually move the player. We should have had a bed in hand and we didn't, but that's okay. Place the bed. Perhaps when I place the bed, it might need place the bed. Just be sure this is one of the 4 sleeps. There's one. Yep. That felt like it took forever to get to that point. And once again, forgot to put something in the hand. The bed. That's alright. So that's 1, 3 to go. is your... Is that just a rock formation that just... Wow, that was a formation that just looked like a village. It looked like the roof of a village. Where going off to the side is going to help again. Okay, it doesn't seem like it's going to take us too far north. The idea is we're trying to get somewhere fast. Ultimately, we're going to fail it, to be honest. But we don't know till we try. Well, we do know, but we're still trying. Once we get to that 8 million whatever point, and as I've said many times, when I get close to the point in which errors are about to supposedly get worse, well, actually would get worse because it's mathematically how it works. When I get close, or close enough, I'll look it up and be sure to have the exact number. It's 4,200,000-ish. But like I said, when it's getting close to getting there, I'll go look for the exact number. As technically, we don't really need to know right now because we're nowhere near it. Nope, no ducking. Running. No Dave Grohl there. Alright, now we're going too far in the other direction. Place the boat. Boat was going to try to get away. Now we're too far south. Yeah, it looks like this mountain's no matter what. Looks like it's a slightly gentler slope around here. So I'm going to pull into this little gulf over here. So 3 sleeps to go. And no, over here. No, we're not jumping right now. Yeah, no fixing there. There we go. Dave Grohl. The last steep drop, I was surprised we didn't Dave Grohl it. Actually, let's just make that like so. We got enough beds. Good. Nope, we're not jumping. We're moving out of buildings. We are looking for smithies if we can see anything that looks like them. Definitely not one of them. I think this is a clergy place. Yeah. Can I pick up some? Because I got the volume really low because if I have it up really high, then it's very deafening for you, the listener. Whereas I sacrifice being able to hear anything. If Dave Grohl. That was a hard one. The Iron Golem noticed. What hurts is we're still not all the way down. They seem to like to spawn in places where I fall and get hurt. Alright, so yeah, I don't think we need any more. Yeah, we're good with food. Alright, so this will be sleep number 2 of 4. So 2 down, 2 to go once we call it a night in terms of Minecraft days. The sun is setting. Can't see it. I don't want to break in or don't want to open doors and stuff in case one of these drops I had went to a cave and there might be a zombie or something. Alright, so that's 2 of 4. And we did find a smithy. And no. However, we could use another one of those because let's just check. Yeah, we're plenty good. Alright, so two to go. It seems like it's so close, but okay, we can move. Okay, move the player. And we stopped for some reason. You know, my finger was on the move the player button. Yeah, when my finger drifts off, that's one thing, which has happened a few times. But many times, it didn't. forget plenty of ocean and, unlike over there on the left, cooperative terrain, we do have an outside chance of getting to 3610. Got some mountains, but it looks like it's a little slower of an ascent over this way. Alright, we don't have a way. Alright, let's stop bouncing around and one more coal. Because we can. Of course, every which way. Completely failed to jump, but it didn't really matter. Okay, jump. Alright, let's put on the boots. And how about sword when we press the sword button? How about in the direction we are pointing? Okay, move the player. player. Yep, move the player. Okay, that was an unnecessary jump that I made. Alrighty. Should have jumped. Those jumps on extra long, shallow beaches get an extra block or two of distance at full tilt. It makes a difference. Alright, so 2 down, 2 to go. Sleep number 3 is coming up. That will pillar off some of this, pillar off some of the kelp. Yeah, I see land over there, but we can make a halfway decent haul between where the sun was and where the sun's going. Give us a slightly better chance, and I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be close, but we're not going to do it. Again, unless we get some very open ice areas. How technical we are here. Okay, I need to see. There it is. Place. 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 Why are we not placing? Alright, we need to move. Why are we not placing? It's time to place. One sleep to go. Not the correct answer. Yes, move. Board. And again, I'd like to see what's on the left if need be. Yeah, this is too close. It's just not going to happen. Again, unless we have a lot of ocean or we have a lot of ice, which it doesn't look like is going to happen. We're going to be close, but not quite. Unless I'm underestimating things again, because cooperative terrain is also a thing that can help. Mass sleep. by the seat of our pants, we may be able to do it. Because we're a little over 1,100 blocks away. I mean 1,200 blocks. 11 and change at this point. Might be a tall order. Thunderstorm will completely throw a monkey wrench in. Alright, less than 1,000. Since we got 16 chunk render distance, the closest to the original 14 that we started doing this on. And I could have kept it there, but it wasn't technically supported. It's just a thing that's grandfathered in, so everything is consistent. Like, watch me suck at Minecraft. My computer can easily do... I mean, I've been doing it at 16 chunks since day one. And the weak CPU kind of bottlenecks at 24 chunks, but the video card itself doesn't really bog down all that much, very insignificantly. But because of the bottlenecking in the slow CPU, we stick with 16, because, hey, again, that's how we started, and keep it that way. Legacy thing. And here comes the end of our easy adventure. But we're gonna get to... oh, looks like there's a slit again. 500 blocks. Or less. Yeah, a little less than 500 blocks before we have to depot. I know they call it deplaning when you're leaving an airplane. Alright, now it's just going off in some direction. So, here seems alright. There's a flat spot there. And oh, well. Alright, so we're actually going to make it. Less than 100 blocks to go. And we made it to 3610. And we're just about done. Maybe maybe a couple hundred blocks extra. Not really that much, but extra is extra. This time I actually think we are a little ahead of the game. We were just a teeny weeny bit behind in the last one because of the death. Okay, we can move. Alright, boat. Board. Getting ready to call this a game for this month. Not month, for the week. Yep. This was a poor decision. Maybe. Looks like that mountain stopped forming. Nope, I lied. Alright, let's just... random swing, because touch controls. Alright, move the player. Beautiful. Alright, let's move the player and stop up there. Alright. Yeah, we'll stop up here. Slight elevation. Not all that bad of a place, I think. Anyway. Not too bad. 3,610,521 and a bit south. This is One Way. Georgia 551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.